how you doing? I'm Danny Colville with Colville Outfitters and Custom Tackle and Colville Precision Reels. I just wanted to show you guys one of the new reels we just came out with. This is our new Dream Catcher series. This is a face plate of it. It has a whole Dream Catcher theme to it. The back of it has artwork that it's an Atlantic salmon with the reel as the Dream Catcher with some feathers hanging off it. So as you know, most of our reels that we do are all themed reels. These reels are also available with no etching whatsoever on the back, or you can get custom etching. So I wanted to give you guys a little display on you know, drifting and casting and that sort of thing. So I have this hole here, a deeper run. It ranges anywhere from 4 foot at the head, and it will go down to around 10 or 12 foot in the center section. So I've already fished this head of the hole. I'm going to work on drifting towards the middle, towards the back of it. And what you'll notice is when I'm drifting, I'm going to hold my float back a lot. So having such a long lead, I'm fishing probably around 8 foot or 9 foot right now. I don't have to cast very far, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to pretty much grab the bottom of the line here on the spool, and I'm just going to almost just place wherever I want the bait to be. I'm going to pretty much just angle it and just pull back, move it on the reel, and place it right where I want it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check my float, pull my float back, and I'm going to keep my float angled up towards me the entire time so the bait presents itself first. So what's happening is the current is trying to pull me towards the inside, so I'm going to keep on pulling my rod. I'm going to keep pulling against my float to get me to push more out in the main current. Drifting, guys, one of the main points I want to tell you is you don't want to just cast your float out there and let it just go at the speed of the current, because if you just cast out and let it go to the speed of the current, you're going to go right past the fish. The whole point of the center pin is you're able to slow your float and your bait down to the subsurface current speed. And by tapering your split shot from at the very top, you want your heaviest all the way down to your lightest split shot towards the bottom. That's going to allow your bait to swing in front of everything else, where the first thing the fish sees is your bead or your egg sac or your jig, or even fly before anything else. On the new Dream Catcher, guys. Beautiful reel. It's our newest CPR in the lineup. This is our 3-power rod. As you can see, it's got plenty of backbone. Now this is one of our early run fish that we get that come up in the Erie tribs. These are called Scouts, so these fish will run up before all the other ones, and it's kind of an indicator fish for the bigger fish know when to run. So these are a false run fish that come in first. They make a false run, they go in, and then they drop back out, and then it's an indicator to the bigger ones to run. This actually might be a small mature fish too. The fish in the Erie tribs these days have been getting smaller and smaller. So I took a pretty long drift there. I couldn't really see my float too well, so by the time I set the hook, she had it pretty far down, but it's in a good enough spot where I'm able to save it. It's just on the back of the tongue there, so if I could just get it, she's good to go. So I'm gonna do, the water's pretty cold. I'm gonna do a quick little shot here if you want to. Oop, there she goes. First fish of the day. Alright guys, so I wanted to kind of go over what my bait of choice is. My favorite bait are salmon eggs, and I typically like to either get them off of a scrape, which means, or a skein, and scrape the eggs off, where I get nice soft eggs. Or I like to try to get a salmon that hasn't started sucking water up yet and the eggs are just, they're nice and soft. I don't want to have any water hardened whatsoever, because if these were water hardened and a fish grabbed it, they wouldn't be able to break through the eggs to get down to the hook. I do like water hardened eggs to tie, you know, singles in a bag or maybe 2 eggs, but when I'm fishing, you know, for fresher fish, I typically like a little bit bigger of a bag, dime size and nickel size. So when I hook these, what I typically try to do is I'm gonna try hooking it, not hooking an egg, I'm gonna try to just hook it right around the netting where I'm not hooking an egg, and kind of just trying to leave the hook to the side there. So I'm in real good shape. All right, so now we're gonna take a drift. So I don't have to cast very far here. I can just pretty much place it where I want it. All right, now once I placed it where I want it, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna constantly be slowing the reel down with my fingers so the float is angled up towards me and the bait's presenting itself first. So the whole time my finger is on the reel. So I'm in an eddy right now, so the reel isn't spinning very fast, so I don't have to do much work. But I still want to keep a little bit of tension where my float's angled up towards me, so the bait is still presenting itself first. Alright, so I'll do a recast, and I'll get in a little bit more current so you guys can see how much I actually do trot my float. So now I'm getting into that eddy, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep trying to kind of wiggle my rod a little bit just to kind of pull myself out of that eddy and get in the moving water. And I should be getting right into the zone where the steelhead are now if I can just keep my float going in there to shore there. And again, this is our new dream catcher. It's a 5-inch reel. It's a fully hard-coated reel, front and back. It's a red velvet color, which is kind of a reddish brown. We're the only producers that's making a color hard fish on. He was swimming up towards me. I don't know if the... After our last video, I didn't think I was going to hook one. So, guys, you also see how I angle my rod. He was going towards the wood, and you'll see I'll drop my rod. And what you do is, if they're going towards the wood, what you want to do is you want to drop the tip of your rod so you have better leverage on the fish. Keeping your rod up in the air, the fish has all the room in the world just to run around. So if he goes towards the wood, I'm going to drop my rod right down and turn. Ability to fight this fish right now. I got a lot of surface area to control him. And there she is. So this right here, this is actually just a small mature Erie fish. Really gorgeous. I'm running 6-pound Blood Run fluorocarbon, and I'm running the new Skeena hooks. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull this around and get a nice photo with and she's good to go. And that's how you do it. It was a little bit of a mix-up there when she was running towards me, but that's how we do it.
Make me walk around me, right from the start. I will be.
this perfect fresh scrape, natural. Switched over to a clear drift soft bead. Lost the fish on my first drift, and on my second drift, I got this guy. So I wanted to show you guys real quick. And I could easily change a color, so let me show you guys real fast. So I'm just gonna tear this off my line and put a new one, but that's the soft bead I just got it on. Super duper effective. And even though beads, I don't know what's gonna happen with this fish. Just it looks like it's bleeding. Even though I hooked it right on the corner of the lip, it looked like it was bleeding. It might just be a. All right, so that just goes to show you, man. If you're not getting a fish on an egg sac, run a bead. That fish is going to swim away, I guess. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I'll show you guys real quick what I'm using. I got my little tiny red bead there that I always peg them with. This is what I'm running, clear drift. And that was on the new Blood Run 3 power with the X flat grip, and that's our new Shadow Drifter, hard coat back plate, blue spool. Now the thing I wanted to show before too that you guys didn't get to see is look at the clicker on this reel. It's almost hard to pull out, but they're unbelievable. So you guys will definitely be impressed. These are definitely the nicest reels in the industry. So check us out, guys. Colville Precision Reels, and check out Clear Drift Floats. And we're using a Blood Run. This is their tail out hook, and this is a size 8. So I'm gonna quickly peg one of these on video just to show you how I do it. Take my bead out, give the bead a hook here, keep it taut on both ends. I'm gonna slide it up and over, and then what I'm gonna do, these clear drift beads are a little bit softer than the other brands, so I always like to kind of put the bead closer to the bottom. And there you go, she's ready to go. I got my double blood dot in there. And that's it. So check it out, guys.
Ooh, there's a nice fish.